Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to take a closer look at one of the most stunning prophecies, really. It's about the betrayal in Zechariah 11, and specifically that phrase, 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, it's heavy symbolism. And our mission today is, to trace how this whole valuation, this price put on the shepherd in the Old Testament, directly links up with Jesus' rejection centuries later. And maybe what that tells us about, well, how we value him today.
Exactly, because right at the heart of it, you realize the message is pretty direct. How we value Jesus shows who we're really following. Okay, so let's unpack the setup in Zechariah 11.
Right. So Zechariah 11, it presents this crisis situation. God actually tells Zechariah to play this symbolic role. He has to become the shepherd for the flock doomed to slaughter.
Tough job.
Yeah. And the whole point is really to highlight how badly the leaders at the time, the shepherds who should have been caring for the people, had failed. They'd abandoned them, exploited them.
And then he does this dramatic thing with the staffs. He breaks two of them. Why those specific ones, favor and union?
Well, breaking them symbolized the complete end of God's protective agreements. The first staff, favor. That represented the covenant God had sort of made with all the surrounding peoples, keeping them in check. Breaking it meant chaos, basically.
All right.
And the second one, union. That was about the internal bond, the brotherhood between Judah and Israel. Breaking that staff meant the nation itself was fractured. Political, religious, total breakdown.
Wow. Okay, so after these agreements are just shattered, we get to the money part. Zechariah asks the leaders for his wages. Like, what am I worth to you?
Exactly. And the amount they weigh out is 30 pieces of silver.
30 pieces. And then God tells him, take this lordly price, and you can just hear the sarcasm.
Oh, absolutely.
And throw it in the house of the Lord to the potter.
Right. And that amount, 30 silver pieces. I mean, scholars point out that under the law, that was the specific compensation paid if someone's ox gored a slave.
The price of a slave.
The price of a slave. So God's saying, this magnificent price you valued me at. He's showing their utter contempt. They valued their God, their shepherd, as equivalent to, well, disposable property.
And this is where it gets really specific and honestly quite chilling. You mentioned throwing the money to the potter.
Yes.
Fast forward 550 years or so.
Yeah.
The religious leaders in Jerusalem pay Judas. How much?
The exact same amount. 30 pieces of silver to betray Jesus.
And when Judas, full of remorse, throws the money back into the temple, what do the leaders end up buying with it?
They buy the potter's field. It's right there in Matthew 27. The connection between Zechariah 11 and Matthew 27 is just undeniable. It's like history repeating itself, showing they still valued the true shepherd with that same contempt, same price, same destination for the money.
Incredible. And right after this prophecy of the low price, Zechariah contrasts it with this warning about a different kind of shepherd.
Yeah, a terrifying alternative. God warns he'll raise up a worthless shepherd. This is a leader who only cares about himself, devours the best sheep, abandons the flock.
Doesn't sound good.
Not at all. And the judgment is severe. A withered arm, a blind eye. It's a stark warning about the real cost, the physical consequence of rejecting true godly leadership and following the worthless kind instead.
So bringing this all together, thinking about that ancient rejection, that low price, and the warning,
Yeah.
how does this challenge us? I mean, do we sometimes treat Jesus like a spiritual accessory instead of the actual Lord of our lives, our time, our money?
It's a hard question, isn't it? Because when you think about it, the creator of everything, he's worth infinitely more than silver or gold or whatever else we might prioritize. The call is for our full devotion, not just the leftovers.
Right, not just what's convenient.
Exactly. When our decisions are driven more by, say, personal gain or what the world values, instead of his guidance, are we sort of echoing that ancient contempt? Valuing him cheaply.
That really makes you think. Okay, so considering that warning about the worthless shepherd, here's a final thought for you listening. What's maybe one concrete thing, something specific you could actually do today, maybe with your time, your money, or relationship, to actively honor the true shepherd? To show, not just say, that he's actually worth everything to you.